play Meggett League's franchise against Matt, the Packers. Big division game. I already won our first matchup. This is our second. Week 12 at Minnesota. Waiting on Matt. I already did my training. Now we just gotta wait for Matty Poo to get on. And we're starting. Let's go beat Matt's ass. Hopefully we knock Kelsey out of the game. So how you peeps doing?
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Bobby Rainey now to return it. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Mike might be dying. Might have to switch out mics.
On first down, it's full. And his first pass is incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. It's Falk out of the gun. And able to find Garcon. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It was Mitch Unrein that made the tackle. On second down, Falk.
Oh, come on. You could have picked that.
Shot couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one.
And I better change my mic.
You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up,
Be right back.
back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Falk. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Rashawn Sims with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Knew that was coming.
To Sean Gibson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36.
Nope, that was on me. I forced it.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. On the stop, Breeland Speaks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, here's Falk. Looking downfield for Kelsey. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted?
Touchdown, Packers! Tyler Boyd, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Packers have taken the early lead.
And there it is, the initial touchdown pass in the NFL for Luke Falk, but he's so used to putting the ball in the end zone. Think about what he did at Washington State. 119 touchdown passes in 4 years there, a Washington State record, and he left there as the all-time passing leader in terms of yardage in Pac-12 history.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Brady now on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Dontari Poe in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ebron caught left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing is Brady on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Here's Falk. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Leopard! To throw, Falk. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. DeAndre Hopkins, 79 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Hey, that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, up and over. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out now come the Vikings. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go with Chubb on second down, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Ebron with it over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Play action. It's Falk. And that is incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Falk looks to throw, and it's complete to Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Falk. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now let's go. Falk. Left side, Garçon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. One here?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes. But all along, when kicking is so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yards seem easy for some reason. For 24 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On play action, it's Brady. And he's got Sanu. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Brady now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Chad Williams, and now it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now here's Falk, complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Falk now, a first down throw. It's caught by Garcon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Falk. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep down into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Breanne Body Calhoun. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Brady now to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Brady goes to Ware on the screen. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now a play fake. Brady. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's third down. The final shot before half for Brady. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on first down. Ebron caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Brady. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Brady to throw again. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man, complete. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Falk. He dumps it off to Dre. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
He goes underneath to Drake. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Falk. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Drake. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about get production from their lead horse. That would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Packers on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, here's Falk. And able to find Garcon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Falk. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
At 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense?
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on second down, here's Falk. And his pass incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On the run, it's Ware. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
20. 59 to Mike.
Now Brady got to have this one. He's got Sanu. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On 1st down, Brady. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Brady's got his guys first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dontari Poe forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Here's Brady to throw. Sanu with a grab over the middle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
On second down, it's Drake. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Packers on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now.
Fall. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Wait, 20.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Long able to get in and run him down for what'll be a loss of 15 yards. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Brady. Goes to Ware on the screen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Wait, 20.
Shotgun now for Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Wait, 20.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. He gets away for one. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Ebron caught left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A run for Nick Chubb. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Buying time to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Packers, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.